What's going on, guys, and welcome into the Jalen Nelson podcast for September 19th, 2016. How about them Rams? How about those Rams? First regular season game back in LA there. A 9-3 game. Was it 10 innings? Couple of home runs. A 9-3 game. We have scored 9 total points all season. Now, granted, the season is 2 games, but come on, man. We have not scored a touchdown in 2 games. We got a W. Where are we at? 500 now. And Seattle's the team that I'm picking to be the best in the NFC. So look how that's going. Look at this Sunday night game. Sam Bradford doing business, but AP got hurt. I'm trying to look over now and see what's going on. Man, as soon as I started this thing, everything just kind of fell in. Some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. Some of the stuff I'm gonna talk about in this episode. I'm trying to find the right volume right now because in my headphones it's picking up pretty loud. Thinking a mic also. Probably turn the mic down just a little bit there. Yeah. Yeah, man. Some of the stuff I want. What is we looking? 17-14 ball game right now. I swear, man. Every Sunday when I'm recording these things, I'm gonna be looking over and checking out the game. Oh man, so much I want to talk about, but excuse me there. I don't want these things to run an hour long. So much I want to talk about. I think I'm just gonna save one of the things I want to talk about. One of the debates I'm in. I haven't even broken into what I really want to talk about with this episode. One of the debates. Should I even go into this or should I save this for next week? But right now I'm into some wild debate because I've opened up my my Facebook. I deactivated for a year. I've opened it up and I've made some comments towards the females that has been posting pictures of them buying their boyfriends and quote unquote daddies, quote unquote. The new 2K17, the basketball, and I'm saying how it just seems so like a thing for an attention. And saying stuff about females and pretending to like sports. I'm in a debate with a smart lady. She's smart. I think she's a year or two younger than me. Beautiful, really smart. But she just does not get it. She does not get it. I guess in ways it says, the way I look at it, her world is it's white. It's a white world, and I'm not talking about like Caucasian or anything like that. I'm talking about in terms of how she see things and view things. And in my world, quote unquote, the real world, I see stuff as a lot of black and white, gray. So I'm in this big conversation. She thinks I'm like this misogynistic male or something like that, but I'll probably save that for next week. Another thing that just popped up, so I'm looking at my my analytics here, and it's so funny. The 2 of the 3 top videos I have, those are the ones I have the most dislikes. 2 of the 3 of my top videos. And those are videos in their movie reviews of movies I did not particularly like. Just didn't like them. They were bad movies and I crapped on them. I don't understand what the like one of the movies don't even have a Rotten Tomato. Doesn't even have a Rotten Tomato score. And I don't know what it is. But let me break into it. Let me break into what I really want to talk about here. Um, a plot twist. A plot twist. Now, sitting here, shouldn't be reading my email here. But a plot twist. Why would I go back on Edge? Oh, I went there. You know why, guys? Because when I'm doing this, I don't rehearse. I don't write anything down. I swear, like an hour before I go on and do these, I then figure out what I want to talk about. The last 2 times I've did this podcast, I'm just up here riffing right now. I don't have anything pulled up. I haven't looked at anything. Let's see here. Should be good there. Yeah, man, I come up here riffing. That's like you go to these sporting events or concerts, and it's always some guy playing like a banjo. I don't know if that would be riffing or guitar. That would be riffing. And just sitting here, I think, is this a good analogy? Who knows? I don't know. I'm up here riffing, but the thing plot twist of the week, potential year. Still got some time left, but so far, man, Max B getting a new on his appeal. Got a plea deal. Reached a plea deal. Look, I don't even know what it really is because I didn't. I do this all the time. I gotta be more prepared. Yeah. If you guys don't know, Max B, very big in the Northeast of the United States, rapper, hip hop. If my memory really serves me correctly, he's like one of the first, if not the first, rapper that mixed in these singing hooks and things like that. And of course, like, he's the first one. And he got put away. In June 9th. No, sorry. Yeah, June 9th he was June 9th he had got found guilty of murder, conspiracy, and robbery charges and faced up to say he got the 75-year charge. He was sentenced later that year in 2009 in September. 75 years. 75. And now this week he reached a plea bargain for aggravated manslaughter, and it is set to be released within the next 2 to 6 years. What the hell happened that you go from 75 to 2? Now, I'm not up here speculating or anything like that of, anything that you guys may think I'm speculating or anything like that. But what the hell? What? Because if you guys don't know, it was 2 other people that he played. Well, allegedly, allegedly. It just sounds so weird. I gotta see that again. Allegedly, he planned to rob someone. These 2 guys or 1 guy or whatever it was. Excuse me. At this hotel in Jersey in 2006. Now, this is 3 years before, the sentence and the being found guilty and all of that. And he brought along 2 other people, a male and a female. And during the robbery, someone died. So now it's murder. Now, again, memory serves me right. He was never there at the time of the crime was going on. But he was said to be the guy that planned it out. So, found guilty, 75 years. Loved Mac's music. Loved his music. Going through school, I went to a school in a city. So, mostly Hispanic, probably 85% Hispanic, probably 10% black, and the rest is Asian and Albanian or Bosnian, European. That's what it was in my school. And I was into rap, but more into metal and rock and alternative. And people would always ask me, like, what the hell are you, like, what do you find, how do you like that? It's just screaming. What stiff old white America thinks about rap is what blacks and Hispanics think about metal. They think the lyrics and everything else is a certain way when it's really not. It's really not. They think metal is like black metal. That's what they think. And I know it's just, I guess you can say subgenres and things like that, but that's what they think. And every time I had to tell someone, oh, this is what's on my iPod and this is what I listen to, I go to concerts, they always say I was crazy. Never an issue for me in school, but it was something that was funny, or something people just looked at me like, what the hell is up with you? Then I go and say, nah, man, I listen to rap. I like Max B. And everything changes. Everything changed. But 75 years now to 2 years, man. That's I can't wait for all the details of how this plea bargain got taken care of. I think it was appeals. One of his appeal, and got taken care of. He had an awful young lawyer. What I learned from his case and his trial, if I ever get into some nonsense, hopefully I don't. If I do, you give me an old guy, white or black, you give me him old. I want someone that has 3 decades of experience. 3 decades. Give me someone that has 3 decades of experience going in and out of courts and trying to get people off. 75 years, man. To now 2 to 6. Could be 2, could be 6. But it makes me think just how precious I'm seeing some of these other rappers in Chicago being sent away. Rondo number 9 sent away, was it for 38 years? 38 years of life, I think the census is. Excuse me, it's getting hot in here. I'm not drinking on this iced tea I got. But Rondo number 9, 38 years to life. Chicago rapper. And I forgot his accomplice name. But whatever with that. Just thinking about Rondo now. 38 years, and I think Rondo went down at age 17. He's now 19, I believe. And that just makes 38, like, there's at no point there's any time to do some numbers like that. No, like, he's missed out on his 18th birthday. He's going to miss out on his 21st, his 25th, his 30, 35, 40. Realistically, he may never come home. It's just the thought of that. 38 years. That's, oh, jeez. I got this text here. Oh, jeez. I'll read that later. Even if you, like, a newborn, you give a newborn 38 years, they have missed out on first birthday, 5th birthday, 10th birthday, 13th, 15th, and all of that. Like, I can't think about doing, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. You missing out on just it. Sometimes I just go on YouTube and I just watch those videos of people getting sentenced to life and years and all of those things. And I just look and I go, man, this person has, listen, I'm not saying, right or wrong, the years they're getting, right or wrong. I'm not going to sit here and go through that, but I'm just talking about the years they have, whether they deserved it or not, but just the small things in life. The small things in life. Just sitting down and watching a game. Any other male listeners listening to this into sports, how enjoyable it is. Enjoyable it is to sit and watch sports for hours with food and friends and just yell at the TV and yell amongst each other. Like, that's a great time. If you're a lady shopping, doing other, I don't know what you ladies do. I have no clue. That's probably another topic for another podcast. I have no clue what women like to do. Like how men, we sit and watch the game and just yell in the room. What is it that women like to do? What is that? I don't know. Just the small things, man. Being able to shower alone, use the bathroom alone, your own bed. It's nothing like your own bed. And if you don't have a bed out there, I hope you have one day. Just the small things in life, just totally going. So now he's going from 75, which he would have had 69 years left. 2 to 6 now. Could be out by 2020 or something like that. That leads me into a video I had made. And it's just been so booked. I actually have a review that I'm going to probably either shoot either later tonight, if not tomorrow. I have 2 days off. I'm cannot wait for those 2 days. Another rare 2 days. I haven't had 2 days off since the birthday vlog. That was the last time I had 2 days off. I am like stoked. Is stoked the right word? I am stoked for these 2 days off. My car may not move. I'm not moving my car for 2 days. Screw that. I'm not doing anything for 2 days. But I have a review of Rob Zombie's 31. I watched last night. I got to put that up. Put that up for you guys. Video. Watching this game. Where we at? Under 5 minutes, 3. Vikings up 3. AP is out for the rest of the game. The Life After High School video. Now, I have zero clue about where I left off. I have zero clue. No clue at all. But I'm trying to figure out if I wrote down anything for the video. I'm so unprepared coming into these things. Yeah, I gotta watch Citizen Kane again. I watched Citizen Kane. I gotta watch it again. It's another movie I gotta watch again. Oh, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Gotta watch that again. Oh man. No clue where I left off, but I'm just gonna. Jeez, that's how I had all of that. Yeah, man. Like high school, I remember my first day of high school. I remember the first day of high school. Extremely excited, nervous, freshman, eyes wide open, thinking you're looking $1 million, hoping you're looking like hoping that you look $1 million. And I remember the very first day, what happened, and I remember what my first thought was. It was, holy shit, this is high school, and it's a lot of girls. And then probably, I'm sure in some guys' minds, it was the flip flop, and that's totally fine, totally fine. But I was talking to one of my friends. I think we was at a fire drill, first day of school, city school, public school, and I was just telling the girls. But you fast forward. You go to your junior year, a lot of people you start high school with, they're not there. They're not there. And it's most times, it's not a good reason. It's not like they went to a better school. A lot of people got pregnant, dropped out of a lot of dropouts. That's the quickest way to say everything I just said. A lot of dropouts, man. In high school really doesn't. I think I've learned more after high school than high school has taught me. Now maybe that's an error on my part or my school's part, or school in general. But I don't know how you guys feel, but that's how I feel. Like the real world, the shit in the real world, they don't teach you that in high school. They don't. Like being 18 and I wanted to get my own cell phone and coming across this thing as called as credit. Like, yeah, I heard of that. Credit. So how about this? I want this phone. This is how credit works. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. This is how credit works. Okay, I have no credit. So how about, I want this phone. Can you open up this phone line for me? AT&T, Sprint, Verizon. Someone. Help me. Someone, please. No, I don't have any credit, so that means I'm good. And then you figure out that having no credit is just as bad as having bad credit. In what world does that make any sense? So to build your credit, you got to have credit. But to have credit, or to get some type of credit, you got to have credit. Did I just repeat it? As silly as some of you that listen to this and don't know what credit is, it may sound like I explained it bad. Now, granted, I probably did, but that's exactly how it works. The shit don't make sense. So you don't have credit, but to build your credit, you gotta have credit. Can't make that one up. It's just those little things like that. Like school does not tax brackets. You're not, like, being a single person, independent. You're not getting all your income tax back. Still adjusting to this voice in the headphones and all of that. All of those things, man. I think I was talking about how, certain things you could do after high school. Work, military. If you have a talent, do not be scared. Like, don't let a boyfriend or a girlfriend hold you down. Don't let parents hold you down. Like, if you really want to do it, do it. Like the people that's in school and their parents are paying for their schooling, but they don't want to be there. They're leading on to a life of misery. You're going to these classes. You're going to somewhere that you don't want to do. You're gonna graduate because you want to make your parents proud and show that you actually did something positive with their money that they're spending. But at the end of the day, man, you're going to go to this job that you don't want to do. And the worst thing you could possibly do. Now, one of the things I was told growing up is to find a job that you want to go to every day. That's fun. And that can't be any more important. That is probably the most important thing in life. Probably the most important thing in life. To do a job that you're happy at, where it's not work. That's someone that's doing that, like going to school and they're going to get this job, they're going to graduate. They're on a road to suicide, man. Misery. You're going to go to this job you don't want to be at. You're going to see these people at this job that you don't want to be at, and they're going to annoy you. Who knows? A doctor, a nurse, teacher, whatever your parents really want you to be. And who knows what you really, maybe you want to travel until you're 25. Like, I think about it. I think about dropping everything and just going to Europe with like a book bag and a suitcase and finding crap jobs and just going country to country trying to live. Just experiencing the world. It's a huge world. This just, and I really do think about that. Dropping everything, my apartment, my car, everything. Politics, learning politics. It's nothing more irritating or annoying to hear is someone who doesn't want to learn something, especially about the world. I find the world, it's two things. It's probably two or three things, but I find the world very tough, obviously, and very tough to live in. Evil, but it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, but the people make it so bad. But I still want to learn. That's why I'm saying, like, me traveling to a different country, I still want to learn. And to learn, it's nothing like actually learning something. As much as I hated school, to actually learn something interesting. That's why a lot of the stuff after school that I taught myself and watched videos on and skim read and things like that were interesting. School was not interesting to me. I don't know about you guys, but it just was not. It was a roadblock into my life. That's how I felt. High school. Just do something that makes you happy. That's probably the most important thing. No matter how crazy it sounds. Everything sounds crazy when it goes against the grain. When it goes against the grain, it sounds crazy. I say fuck it and do it. That's how I started my YouTube channel. I said fuck it, let's do it. I'm thinking about all of these things. Now I can't even watch my older reviews because they weren't necessarily bad, because I was always trying to make a point to show, like, oh, I understand, and watch this, I know this, and watch this, I've seen this movie. But it's really, how entertaining can you be? So I can't even, like, gradually getting better, and the channel is gradually changing and getting better. But one day I just had to say, fuck it, let's do it. I'm thinking about all these different things. I'm thinking about editing software. I'm thinking about cameras, lights. I want to get a green screen. I want to go do this and that. I want to get motion graphics and do all of these things, when the most important thing I need is a camera to be myself, to be entertaining in a way, because that's important. You gotta be entertaining, because you're nobody, and you are. I'm a nobody. You can see from the amount of views I get. I'm a nobody. And that's just one thing. Like, you just got to say screw it and let's do it. And I did. And that's why I can't even go back. I honestly can't go back and watch my old videos, because it was me saying screw it, let's do it. I'm going to get better over time. I get it. I'll figure it out. And so from my very first review, Any Given Sunday, to my latest review, which I can't even remember what the hell my latest review was. Whatever my latest review is, whatever it is. Okay, now it's about to bother me. I gotta go see what it is. Just more wasted airtime. Oh, Morgan. Oh, that piece of shit. Spoiler alert if you didn't see the review. Yeah, but spoiler alert. But from there to now, just whatever it is, man. Sports, music, fuck it, do it. Do it, man. So much talent, but people, they fall into what others say. They fall into being scared. Just do it. YouTube channel, fuck it, do it. There are things you definitely need, you know, as far as people like good quality. You will get it over time. Like, I got a better camera over time. And over time, I'm going to get a better camera. Over time. But what's most important is that I'm doing something. I'm doing it now. Like, I don't promote my channel on my Facebook because I want to do videos. I want to do more and more and more videos until it just naturally grows. Like, I have over 1,000 something friends, and I can just say, hey, YouTube channel. And some people won't go. Some people will instantly subscribe. Some people will go and just check out a couple videos. Either one of those last two things I said will help, but I want to naturally do it. Naturally. My last thing I want to bring up, gotta check over this game here. Rap. Now, just coming on and making this coming on the air here. Meek Mill responded to Game. And it's really lukewarm. I'll be honest. It's lukewarm. He brought up the same things a few times. I think he had some features. I'm a Game fan. Game is my favorite rapper. I thought 92 bars was ridiculous. But to be honest, rap does not need Meek Mill to take another L. Took an L to Cassidy, took an L to Drake. Rap does not need him to take another L. They really don't. Meek can't take 3 L's. And with his response, round 1 goes to Game. In Meek's response, he brought up Game being a stripper about 3 times. He brought up Little Dirk check Game, and that who the hell was beefing, Tyga and Dirk or whatever it was, and Game jumped into it. Obviously, Dirk did nothing. Game destroyed Dirk, and then some G Count or some dude, who the hell knows he is, he checked Game and said Game really doesn't know him. First time I ever heard about G Count or whatever his name is. And his response, G Count's response, was trash. But he checked Game on, hey man, you don't know me. Meek said, now I don't have the lyrics here. I'm not going to pull them up because it's so lukewarm. 3 seconds. 4th and 19. Oh, this game is over. Wait, why is he in a shotgun formation? 4th down. They're up 3. Okay, I see what they did. Okay. So Sam Bradford helped the Vikings to win. Who knows what's going on with AP? Vikings defense was tremendous. They need to learn how to fall on the damn ball. Oh yeah, Meek. Always getting sidetracked here. He said that 50 dropped Game, which I'm thinking now, that's really not an insult because Game was the best when he was in Unit. When he left Unit, his career is the only one has had any. He's the only one that has had any real career. What did Yayo do? What did Buck do? Mobb Deep. I think they did probably one album. Did they do one album, or did they do 2? I think they did 1 or 2 albums. Or was it Havoc that did an album? Whatever it was. Banks. What has Banks done? I live on the East Coast and I'm trying to figure out what Banks done. Like, I live out here on the East Coast. People think Game has been irrelevant since 2004. Like, he's had 6 albums come out. 6 of them. Been in some movies. Been in some garbage movies. Like, I haven't seen Banks in a movie. Has Banks been in a movie? Now there's something else I gotta look up. 50. Like, that's really not an insult. Game's career he's lasted. 36. Another album coming out. 92 coming out next month. Definitely picking that up. But 2.5 came out last year, right? 2.5. I think the game came out last. The documentary. I didn't want it to be called a documentary. It came out last October. 2.5 was great. The first part of 2.5 documentary 2, that was whatever. That was below average. But 2.5 was hard. And now he's coming out with 92 next month. He's had a career. He's basically dropped 2 albums in like a month apart. No, actually, they were like a week apart. The documentary 2 and documentary 2.5. He literally dropped like 30 something. So I think, how many songs was this? Now I want to fact check stuff. That was 19 songs on, let's say, including intros and outros, let's say 15, 16, right? And he dropped 17. Let's cut that down to 14, 15 if you got the bonus for iTunes. Yeah. Dude dropped damn near 32 or 33 songs in a month. Shit, that's more than 33. Just a lot of damn songs. He's had a career. But rap does not need Meek to take another L. It really does not. So, round 1 goes to Game. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But the Vikings won. We're going to see what happened to AP. Those damn Rams won. Hopefully my Yankees beat Boston tonight. We'll see what happens with that. Max B, 2-6. Man, if you graduated high school, man, this shit's tough. But find something you really want to do. Learn. It's a big word out there. Explore it. It's not like I'm giving a motivational speech. I'm only 24. Oh, that brings me to oh man, I gotta save this till next week because this is about to go on 40 minutes. The issue with the I brought up this in the last episode. The issue with the me and the cops, or the cops and I, it has been handled. I probably gonna bring my personal life out onto this podcast, but that would probably be on the next episode next week. So a little cliffhanger. I'm still stumbling over my words because just listening to myself with these headphones, it's still weird, but getting better. Progression. So that's the podcast for this week. Guys, get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts about everything I said. Share this video. Like this video. Subscribe if you're first time. Thanks for subscribing. Those who have been with me. Steady growth. But we're trying to pump out, or we are trying, it's me only. We're trying to do, again, we. The fuck am I saying here? How about I just get the fuck up off this mic here? How about that, Jalen? Guys, I'll see you next week. Or shit, I'm gonna do the review on 31. Oh, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Hope your teams won. Nobody injured. We'll see what happened to AP. Hopefully that doesn't go overlay. Had to cut some stuff out. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna catch you with the next video. Podcast will be next week, same time. Thanks for listening. Share this video and all that other good stuff. I will catch you on the next vid. I'm out.